Hello ladies and gents, I am Diffin, and welcome back to From the Depths, Ashes of the Empire Community Edition. So, we're in the designer and let's have a look at some of the new designs we'll be utilising today. So, I'm trying to spawn in a couple more because I am still getting more submissions than I am actually spawning in, which is absolutely fantastic, but it does mean that, unfortunately, I am sorry if some of your designs are not being showcased straight away. I'm pretty much selecting them at random. Let us have a look at the Eliminations by Damadok82, the creator of the Benny Blade, which I was a big fan of. So again, another 40k inspired design. Loads at the front there, cannons, and the main gun at the top. Nice, nice. Been using primarily the wheels there instead of its primary thrust. Let's see how it does against the Taipan. Even though I am facing the white flares, I still think these designs are pretty good at showcasing what they can do. Shields up front as well. Battle cannon of Rust there doing some good work. Honestly, I think that a cram would make more sense due to how the cannon works in 40k, but I guess that is more the Demolisher style, which I like. I like the Demolisher. Launching pie plates all over the place. It's looking very good, and it seems to be nice and strong. It's probably a slightly cheaper version than the Benny Blade, though it doesn't seem to be much smaller, but I guess that's because the Benny Blade has been shrunk down quite considerably to allow it to be utilised. Still, should be very good, and I'm looking forward to see how it faces off against the Flayers. Next design is one of Richard Dastardly's designs, the Light Rocket Artillery in the Mark III. There's a spin block sort of design. It's rather fancy there. It's good camo colours. And it has a missile rack there, which I hopefully will raise up sufficiently when the enemy arrives. So again, let's face it off against Taipan. Rises up and launches a big array of missiles, which go all over the place, but do end up locking onto their target. And as expected of that array of missiles, do a decent amount, but not a super amount of damage. How's the resilience of this thing? Okay, so it's not particularly resilient, and it does like to stay at a distance. So on 1v1 like this, it's not going to do too well. Though in a fleet battle, I expect it will do much, much better. Much like the one from Red the Rage. Don't have too many designs which are purely based on missiles, so I'm very pleased to have that in the main forces. So this design is from Monk Lizard. I just forgot to put the name on there. This is a transportation, so I think. Oh, no, it wasn't. I thought this was it. I thought this was the transport ship, but apparently not. So, let's see how it performs. Apart from it just got completely wrecked by an EMP missile. So let's try it again. This design has a couple of nice little guns there. And there's the cockpit for me to get shot out of. Sweet. Just against Taipan, see how it performs. Quite quick, but it does only have forward-facing guns. But that does look like it's going to do quite well. They're very rather fast projectiles. Nice little fragmentation rounds. It does then reverse to keep itself out of range, and it's quick enough in order to maintain that distance. hopefully this will do very nicely against the player's ramming vehicles. Its high velocity projectiles, nice accuracy will allow it to hit, and its speed will allow it to avoid any ramming ramifications. Also a relatively cheap little design, so it should be quite good. I say relatively cheap, it is still 16k, but you know, it's compared to some of the other things which I am deploying, which like the T88 by Void. A much bigger craft here. Very large aesthetics here. It is a generally very large looking tank. See how this faces against Taipan, it should just completely annihilate it. Very large, quite rapid firing cannon it seems. Which, nice accuracy, is completely racking Taipan in only a handful of shots. But, ooh, a critical hit there. It looks like the turret was popped. Yes, it was. The turret was hit in a fairly crucial location, it seems, and despite the heavy armor, it looks like the actual turret itself not super heavily defended. Maybe it was hit underneath. Bit worrisome. Let's spawn it in again and see how it performs. Yeah, looks like if it gets hit at the top or underneath, due to the way explosion clipping functions in the game, can take out the entire central turret despite the heavy armor on the outside. So it's something I do need to be aware of for this vehicle, it seems. Very low armor underneath. Yeah, so it's only sitting on metal slopes. These, I don't really want these to be heavy armor underneath, but there we go. We'll see how it performs. Good heavy armor at the top, but the turret itself, a little bit prone to explosion clipping, like most turrets, I guess. But yeah, this armor on the base is a bit more of a concern. It can make the entire turret pop off. Otherwise though, looks like a very good resilient design, and its turret is no exception. Finally we have the T80 by Tourist. It is another realistic looking design by them. Yep, utilising a load of lights to make the armour look more real, which is a very, very nice feature, and something which cannot do otherwise without After Cataclysm. Awesome, just little greebles all over the place make for very, very nice designs. This, although this hasn't got the spin box and spin box yet, I'm sure these designs will be massively improved by Tourist once I do come out and do the dev test or the next patch. Very fast. Good grief, it's quick. Nice solid tank shot there. Very good shells, but did decide to ram the ram and completely rip itself to pieces. So there's that little bit of a problem, and that could end up being its doom if it decides to do that against the white flares. But that was a very strong shell. The couple just completely vaporizing the Taipan there. And again, adds the awesome aesthetics by Tourist. Let's pull them all into the campaign and see how it goes. The Monk Necrius Force, which is no longer really so much of that, I'm going to add in the Escorter and probably the light rocket artillery. Don't think this force is too much in the way of missiles, so that will definitely help out them. repair those, and then that means the other 3 designs can be added in to the primary community force, which is still not really in a combat location, but is definitely getting there. So add on Lehman Russ, the Dragoon, and the T-80 all over in this force. Right, so the community force is now also built up there, though it is still now moving really slowly, along with this other faction. Let's speed everything right up, see if I can get this force into some semblance of a battle. So, we have the 3rd Airborne, Priest, Beholder, and a Priest. I don't think they're airborne, but whatever. Let's go into this battle. Right, let us begin the battle. Due to the size of my force, it looks like there's only one of the enemy in at a time. One of the priests getting shot at first of all by the lasers. Some fast projectiles are missing. Big array of missiles there, or hits. I think that is from the light missile artillery. A few more good hits. They're breaking off the rear turret, and then command ship decided to ram. I think it's going to do too well if it keeps doing that. What's got 2 damaged? The artillery unfortunately died. I think it might have broken itself or rammed something. So unfortunately, that is going to be deleted. Shots coming down. What's that plane? Ah. You. Is the fighter bomber going to survive? Or is it going to get removed from the battle? Priest, however, is defeated. And thank you, mining drone. You just gone and shot all my own stuff. Fighter bomber is alive. So it got disabled, the pilot was killed, but otherwise it is still just about functional. Now let's just actually go and try and capture this thing. Let's head on over. The AI is towards the back, I believe, in this craft. So at this current rate, it is going to get destroyed, or I'm going to get shot and killed before I have a chance to capture it. Can get up off there, get inside. No, I just got phased through the entire ship there. Is the AI in here? No. It's in the green box, wasn't it? In here. Yeah, that looks like it's AI in there. Grenade launcher. Break my way through. Phasing the explosion through the hull here. Come on. I thought this was all the AI components here. I think I just blew up one of the ammo caches. Or does it have multiple AI? That is the other thing. Looking through quickly. I'm just sitting here in the middle, quite happily not dying. Chapel there. Slowing my way through the last little bits. It still sounds like it's being attacked. So it's not mine yet. Oh, I wonder where the other AI in this thing is. We're just sitting somewhere really awkward, isn't it? I just got shot and injured. And is this mine now? It is mine! Yay! Did not realise I'd captured it. But yeah, it looks like there was another AI further up. Fine. That leaves the priest, which is already quite heavily damaged. What few missiles I have do quite significant amounts of damage, it seems. And the EMP seems to have already disabled most of its controls. Alright, it's back online though. He's coming in, ramming poor stationary plane here. Which has got a particle accelerator on. I did not know you had a particle accelerator. You're deciding to ramming vehicles again. But you actually do have rams on the front, so that works, I guess. Let's hop over to there in case I can capture it. I was too damaged, not AI dead. Excellent. So pull all. So the beholder is still at a very high value there. It's going to be a good amount of materials when I scrap this. With this huge amount. So unfortunately the artillery was defeated though. So goodbye artillery, you did alright, but with new rules you were defeated. In that battle we did actually anger the next tile over, so let's quickly repair everything up. Would like to view this force. Okay. Are you repaired yet? Yes, you are repaired. I guess let us go into the battle. What are we facing? A good array of vehicles come in. Several of theirs. We have what I believe is a ramming vehicle. Ah, Nuke and you. You look like you're going to eat things. Let's see how this goes. The Reaver. The Reaver is getting focused, which is important because it looks like the nuke goes off. Thankfully not causing any damage. Securing the vision of the Reaver, which looks like it too just got too damaged. They're getting remarkably close to my vehicles. And the nuke goes off again. Thank you, Heavy Fighter. You're doing amazing work as always. It's one of the few things which have an accurate hit scan weapon. And in Ashes of the Empire, that seems to be incredibly effective. The chaos looks so good when it flings that thing around. I think the artillery tank is just going really far away. I wonder if its AI is wrong or something. Seems to be just retreating. Oh! Got another ramming vehicle It's just about to ram through my things. It looks like it ripped through the base of the FtDs there. The drone is now functioning. To keep it operational. Oh, it's in the flails range, and oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, I'm injured because I was in the range of that flail. Flail having ripped through the repair APC, which actually limited the repair capabilities of this force. It looks like all the vehicles are taking a dislike to the fact that the repair vehicle was destroyed, and now fully focused their attention upon the chaos. It's chaos, isn't it? Yes. Strike after strike is hitting it, but not much damage. Chaos is an incredibly resilient design. Mining drone thinks it can also do damage by attacking, it seems. Ramming. You know what, let's go on the mining drone. See if we can't do anything about capturing this thing. Oh, it's still very quick. Come back! Come back, please! That doesn't seem to be the case. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up with this thing. Well, it's too damaged, but it's far too far away for me to get to the AI now. With that destroyed though, players were able to spawn in 3 more vehicles. And there's spiky, less ramming vehicles, and a couple of nukes. One nuke detonated. Oh, the Panzer IV! Panzer IV was launched into the sky, though only one particle accelerator is destroyed. And this tank seems functional. It seems to have lost most of its power, though. But it is not destroyed. And last there is being eliminated. Oh, something else is there. What are you? Another buzzsaw design, and you hit there, and you're eating through the tank, slowly but surely churning your way through the front of the hull there. But your repair bots and the Heelcaster get there in time. And so it's just about alive. The sword attack has now lost one of its blades, making it less formidable, but still pretty horrific. And there we go, AI dead. Jump over to here. I'm still stuck in it. I want to try and capture. No matter. So, unfortunately, the repair APC has been eliminated. Repair your forces up. Can be a little bit slower now without all those repair tentacles in that repair APC. Still repairing it pretty quick. You don't want to try and get this force in the combat because I've now got 2 episodes worth of vehicles to showcase in it. Including one of Char-Chardon's designs. I do have plenty of other Char-Chardon's designs which I do want to utilise. It's just that they are all pretty expensive, so I can't be utilising too many of them at once. Oh, another Flayer's assault force coming in. We have another enemy force here. The rocket artillery. New things are being used. Let's begin the battle once more. One drone goes straight in for the kill. Trying to take out the nuke drone, it seems. Nuke drone is hit, obscuring vision for the other craft. Priest immediately takes several strong strikes and loses its front gun. Who are you? You've got an interesting little design. Forsaken. Plane's doing some nice work, with the fighter bomber actually shooting its main guns, though not being able to hit anything because the target was already dead. So it's not effective because the target is already killed. It's quite an interesting way. Okay, so this four just took a hit in the rear from a crammer shell, but didn't take too much damage, it seems. Whee! And I am flung all over the place. The vehicle I was in must have just got blown to smithereens. Or spawned in, one or the other. The last enemy has just had its turret popped and is now just going to be a matter of time before it is annihilated by the inbound projectiles. It's already 2 damaged. That didn't take long at all. A new wrecker has come in. We're getting shot at by lasers and is hit with some EMP. Quite awesome looking EMP as it went around there. Eventually a missile hits, causing a chain detonation through the main gun and knocking off the blades itself, leaving it to fall out the sky and disintegrate into confetti. And the last enemy was a nuke, which just detonated as soon as it spawned in. Probably hit by a latent missile. That happens quite a lot. So the secondary force is now fully functional. The primary force, though, I'm still waiting for it to get into combat. I want to get it into combat this episode at least once. Right, here we go. The primary community force has got into engagement range. Right then, let's get ready and make sure everything is spawning in, which I want it to. So we have quite a heavy force here. Got T-80, T-88, Lehman Russ, Abrams Leopard tank, the Deltaplan AT, and the Liberator Mark II. Let's begin the battle. Small but elite force. I'm hoping it's going to be the case. Heavy Murmur getting ready, firing its massive Gatling array of death. Just look, the Liberator is getting shot and focused at, which is not good because that thing can chain detonate. The base got rammed, and then the rammers got rammed and rammed. Yeah, the Missoula's getting eaten alive. The Liberator 2, the base, is getting eaten. Heavy Murmur, though, is still currently functional. The base was 2 damaged. The T-80 comes in to rescue, but then gets nuked. And graphical glitches galore there. Expect as the spin blocks are used internally or glitched out. So that is the Liberator 2 vaporized, the T-80 vaporized. How's the 88 doing? The 88's just decided to ram something, okay? Lost a load of its wheels at the front there during that ram, but its primary cannon is doing good work. The Liberator Mark II, though, showing itself to be slightly weak against the very fast flayers, and I will be replacing that in next episode, which is unfortunate. It's only done a single episode, but I do want to showcase some of the other designs by Charadon, and I do think the Liberator 2 is pretty much a step backward from the Liberator 1 due to the way it's spinning makes it even more vulnerable. Yeesh. These things, Cataphracts, have some very nasty ability with those biting claws. There we go, the threat is defeated. So tank drifting by, I think it's the Leopard, isn't it? Yep, the Leopard. And two large, heavy tank designs there. But the Chaos is coming through and it rips through the Leopard, just disintegrating it in a single swing. And then I think this is tank, yes, tank by Tourist. Has survived because it was able to break off the spinning blade there when it decided to ram. But this force has taken some very heavy beatings. Particularly tank there. Half of it is gone, but it's still fighting on nevertheless. Goblin tank rams into the T-88, and Tourist tank is just firing on regardless that its allies are in the firing line. Chaos deciding to try and remove the remnants of the Liberator, which it does, and the Liberator just disintegrates. You can see its main gun is all on a spin block, so it makes it very vulnerable to any strike. Heavy Fighter's now back in though, and is showing the rest of the crew how it's meant to be done. The Pancake tank and comes in really quick, breaks most of itself off in its ram, but is deciding to use recoil to keep itself at a distance. Doing some good solid hits at the side there, but a missile is coming towards it. Is that going to be enough to finish it off? Could very well be. The Pancake tank doesn't have too much in the way of health, but it is a pancake. It absorbs the hits, but is knocked around, so it rams into the ground, breaking almost all of its remaining components off. Chaos has now been disabled. It's moving at a snail's pace. Oh, we've also got a 2 damage vehicle over here. Yep. Lost your turret, and then a couple more components to make you 2 damaged. There we go. Chaos is also 2 damaged and will disintegrate momentarily. One nuke goes off. It annihilates, and then the Cataphract's probably going to spawn in on top of the Forsaken here. Will take a significant amount of damage, unless only one can spawn at a time, which could very well be the case. Some missiles are in flight there. I'm in this thing. Load of missiles in flight immediately strike into Cataphract there, which decided to try and ram planes, which it almost did, which is quite cool. But just drifting in the sky like that has made it a very, very vulnerable target, particularly to the missiles in flight. And it's just getting torn to pieces as it gets down to the ground. And there we go. It is now 2 damaged, just as the cram shell hits it. There we go. Victory. Let's pull all. That was a painful bout. So, lost. So we lost the Leopard tank. Very fast little drifting tank. Really good fun. I didn't see the Abrams at all, but that was also defeated. A very awesome looking design, but that does make it quite weak. The T-80 was destroyed, but that is going to be repaired due to being increased in this game. And the Liberator 2, with its gun heavy murmur, is going to be scrapped as well, mainly because I wanted to showcase a new design from Chardon. So let's repair everything up. But yes, that is actually going to be it for this episode. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of From the Depths Ashes of the Empire Community Edition. If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like and or comment below, as it is always great to hear from you lot. Otherwise, be sure to check out the rest of my channel for more From the Depths videos and other games. And also, swing by my Discord channel for real-time chats. Otherwise, that's it for me for now, and I shall see you next time. But until then, I am out. Goodbye!